All right, Nation, I'm back with it, man. I'm back inside the quasi man cave now. My thing is with that. Uh, I think the mama rabbit prevail. I let her win. She was so nervous about that the baby rabbit. But shout out to the rabbits, man. Hopefully they can enjoy their backyard while they can. So we was talking about the Ezekiel Elliott, the process of the situation for the nation as it relates to his overall skill set. We know what Jason Garrett did for this team. Everything was vanilla and a half, but now we got a coach that understands football from shoulder to head. He will be better than, dare I say, a Jason Garrett. So the utilization of Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott, we saw that it was not blended well. I'm gonna repeat. We saw that it was not blended well. For those who tuning in for the first time, the talk track that I brought up was: did Mike McCarthy ever had a running back to the caliber of Ezekiel Elliott? On the back end, did Mike McCarthy ever had a running back with the caliber of, dare I say, a quote unquote Tony Pollard? And we know that that's not the case nor the scenario. He never had those type of weaponry. So for anybody to use the fact that he did not use running backs would be at a false statement, because he never had, dare I say, a Tony Pollard or an Ezekiel Elliott. Eddie Lacy was cool, but man, he was like a donut with legs, man. He got big, and he was still able to utilize Eddie Lacy. So I just look at it like this, and I think somebody pull up Starks. I think that he had a cup of coffee term with Aaron Jones, who is pretty much good. Aaron Jones, I mean, the last time we saw him on the field, baby, he turned into an Emmett Smith slash Barry Sanders slash LaDainian Thomason on us. So hopefully, we can utilize Tony Pollard in those fashions. Not saying, of course, and I do know that was against a different coach, but I think that he also ran on us hard when Mike McCarthy was coaching him up. We should have kept Randall Cobb, and I want to talk about that too, Gilbert. The Randall Cobb came out to, I guess, a couple of days ago saying why he went with the Texans opposed to the Dallas Cowboys, and he pretty much said that, hey, Watson is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott in so many words and so many terms. And to me personally, we will see. We will see Randall Cobb, and I like Randall Cobb. I like what he was able to bring to the table last year. He had 3 touchdowns called back for nefarious calls from the officials. So we will see. He's saying that, okay, Watson is better than Dak Prescott, but we will see how all of that will unfold this year. And good luck to him. Just like my guy Rue Glock said, good luck to him. There's no time to hate on the brother. I mean, of course, when you enter into a new situation, a new scene, you're going to be PC in a sense. But then on top of that, you're going to be like, hey, I'm uplifting the quarterback that's going to give me the ball. But guess what, Randall? You're not going to have the situation that you had like here in Dallas. I'm gonna repeat, you're not gonna have like the situation you had in Dallas. They rolled coverages to Amari Cooper's side, and then on top of that, they flipped and flexed out to Michael Gallup situation. So it left you pretty much one on one. And one can argue that when the ball touch your hands, you're supposed to be able to catch it. That Saints game, that ball touch your hand, you got to catch it. That Redskin game, although we won the game, the ball touch your hand, you got to catch it. Those were two pivotal moments where the ball dropped, you dropped the ball or the ball hit off your hand, and it was an INT. That's a story of a different day. But I'm just going to talk about the utilization aspect. Ezekiel Elliott had more snaps than he ever had in his entire career last year. I'm going to repeat. Ezekiel Elliott had more snaps than he had last year than his entire career. How's that possible? Because you got a coach who just didn't understand how to utilize a weapon. I'm going to tell people like this. There's people in this chat love to ride exotic cars, right? Like a Ferrari, a Maybach, you say, or even a high-end Mercedes. Not a C class, but you know what I'm talking about. One of them high-end Mercedes, BMW X5, fully loaded, turbo twin engine. I know you guys would love to have that, right? A lot of people would love to have Aston Martin, you know. Let me know. Audi, yeah. Which series of Audi are you talking about, Devon? I know a lot of people would love to have those particular automobiles, right? I mean, to the point where you look at it and you can say, man, this is not even a car. This is not even a vehicle. This is an automobile, baby, luxury style. Yeah, yeah. And just right ready. Yeah, I know y'all would love to have one of those cars. But let me tell you something. It takes time and an age parameter where you can respect that car. Box truck, shout out to the trucks out there too. Classic muscle baby, baby. Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is that when you're 11 and when you're 12 years old, you can get behind that wheel and you will say to yourself, man, this is too much for me. This is flat out too much for me. Only a very small few people that's under the age of 15, 16, 17 can handle those type of cars. So what I'm trying to say is, Cowboy Nation, Jason Garrett always been that little baby that's behind maybe one of those luxury cars that he just couldn't ride in. And I'm just going to baby this thing. I'm just going to take it real slow because I know for sure that I can't handle the weapons that we have. I know for sure. Oh, Law, do you have any proof to that conversation for the nation? Yeah. We saw how Tony Romo and his career with T.O. was. We saw how we moved on from T.O. and had Dez Bryant, and we saw how that thing went around, you see. We saw how many of years we had some explosive people and we just couldn't utilize their talent. It took the latter part of DeMarco Murray's career for them to realize, hey, we got a dynamic guy, let's run him the ball. And although he was injured here and there, but you guys are getting where I'm saying, right? There's always people that have been blessed with certain situations, but don't know how to elevate that particular people to the next level. Coach is coach. I say this all the time, and I use this as a movie reference. Hopefully that one day somebody go to the, I guess one of those apps and rent this movie called Coach Carter. Same set of skills of players on there that they had the previous year. They couldn't win a game. But this coach was able to, and it's a true story. It's no fabrication for the nation. This is a true story. That coach was able to step into the scene, look at everybody, and say, okay, these are the standards, and this is what I'm going to hold you to. These are the standards, and this is what I'm going to hold you to. He cut the best player on that team. He started to look at this team and say, hey, we're not just going to look at it from a basketball athletic situation, but I want to know if you have the education too. He was able to change the environment. Oh, Law, what are you talking about? Hey, it's not about the coach, it's about the players. No. Bill Belichick, the same person that a lot of people don't like and watch. Bill Belichick is betting on himself. That's why he let Tommy go. That's why he let Tommy Brady go. Think about it. That team, when Tom Brady first got onto the scene or what have you, Drew Bledsoe got the biggest contract Patriots ever gave to anybody. And he went down. But did Bill Belichick fold it? No. And at the end of the day, he knew how to surround and put people in right places. And it's not just him. It's other coaches that we are able to see that can elevate. Oh, can Mike McCarthy elevate? I believe so. I definitely do, because when you look at, Aaron Rodgers, people think that Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers like he is present day. No, it took coaching to elevate that brother to the level that he was at. I'm going to repeat, it took coaching to elevate that brother to the level that he is right now. So my thing is, Cowboy Nation, when we look at Dak Prescott, he have his flaws. I'm not saying he could walk on water. I'm not saying that he's the great messiah of football. And I'm not saying he's the next Joe Montana, the next, dare I say, Aaron Rodgers, or who else out there that we want to compare a good greatness of quarterbacks to. Oh, I'm not saying that he's even Troy Aikman, but he's Dak Prescott. He got some intangibles, things that you just can't coach up. On top of that, now you got a true coach that can look him into the eyes and say, okay, this is what we need to improve on. Vern, he said McGovern probably, let me see what you say, Vern. Let me see. Shout out to you, man. Probably will start at center, in my opinion. Oh, we'll talk about that too, Vern. We'll talk about that. Come on, everybody, hit that like button. This is from Joe Martinez. Really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much on this beautiful Saturday, man. Really appreciate you all. Who else we have here? Now we need McGovern. No, no, we need McGovern at left guard. I agree. Here's the thing: we got two slots open. Carter, we're gonna talk about this. We know that Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott will have a better year, just regardless. And we're gonna knock on some wood. Let me find some wood real quick. As long as they're not injured or hurt. All right. Two openings on that front five. On the front five, you got two openings: center and left guard. Right guard, we know that that's cemented in. Right tackle, we know that they're not gonna touch that. They're not gonna touch it. And shout out to Lyle Collins for stepping it up last year. All right, and we have maybe a slight reservations on Tyrus Smith. Okay. Experience is something that people got to understand. And I said this before on my channel. I can show you how to swim all day. I can actually write a book, a novel, and all those things. I can say, hey, read Moby Dick. You know, at least they talking about the whale or what have you. But I can give you all of these books on how to swim and what to do in certain situations when the tides are high or what have you, and the current patterns and things like that. You can read it. You can be A+ in those particular categories. But until you get into that water, we won't know if you can actually do it. Now, McGovern, he did a great job at Penn. Wonderful job. But he have not done it yet in the NFL land. I know for sure I can look at Joe Looney's tape and say, okay, he did it. And he did it at a decent level. I can't pull up no reference for McGovern. So what I'm trying to say and lament here is that in order for this thing to work out, we have to have raw, true competition. And on top of that, nothing should be given to nobody just because they are drafted in a certain situation. Now, two things can happen. McGovern can come out there and he could be backstroking that thing and swimming like he was born to do it, swimming like a fish. Another thing can happen. You throw him out there and he could be folding up, drowning. SOS. You see, oh, help me. Oh, help me. I'm gone. I'm gone. I can't swim. You know, that could actually happen. But I will say this, though, Cowboy Nation. Let's just pump the brakes a little bit on this. Let's give these guys competition situations. The reason why I say put him at left guard, because Connor Williams is coming back from an injury. He will be a certain situation, whereas he got to come back, shake that stuff off, and compete for that particular slot. Now, if he's not able to compete at that higher level, then we have that spot secured. The Cowboys may do this. Don't be surprised with the 17th pick. The Dallas Cowboys select a tackle. You know, it could be quite possible. It flat out could be quite possible. Ain't that right, Fred? Really appreciate you. Who draft with the 17th pick? This is from Devon. You know, I'm team defense all day. I'm team defense. I don't like defense at all. I love defense. Quest Cowboy says get a quarterback out of the draft. Quest Cowboy, I agree. Every year you look at this situation, I have 53 spots on this roster. If quarterback is a reservation that I have, and if I'm looking at my draft board clearly, and I don't like what I have, hold on, Pop. I'm going to stop what I'm saying. Pop for a second, baby. Stuart Morrison, really appreciate you for the donation. Law random, hypothetically speaking, I guess. Let's see. Ground if Dak and Wentz entered an octagon for MMA rules, fight who will win? Cough. Dak, obviously. Thank you so much for the $4.99 on the mind. Keep it real. Keep it real with me. Carson Wentz is a big old boy, too. Them country boys are something different. I don't know who will fight in a fighting situation. Last I seen Dak Prescott, I'm just being objectively speaking, fighting anybody. He was laid out. Although he was jumped, He was laid out like Family Guy. So let's not put Dak Prescott in a fighting situation. Maybe an arm wrestling situation. I give Dak over Rance. This arm wrestle. But shout out to you, man, for the donation to help grow the nation, man. If Lamb is there, my thing is go by best player available. First 2 rounds, you go by best player available. Then you can start looking at needs in the third and fourth, or whatever else philosophy you want to go with. But I'm thinking that going best player available with the first two rounds, maybe the first 3 rounds. Shout out to Mark Holmes, man. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I see everybody saying Mark Holmes, Devon, best player available. So if you're looking at your board, and if you have Jordan, dare I say, Love, and he's your best player available at 17, and I know a lot of people will be like, Lord, we don't need another quarterback. Man, you better get that doggone quarterback. But if you, in the same breath, have Levon Chasen, if you have him high on your board, and he's the highest graded player at 17, then you pick up Levon Chasen or Chasen. Y'all help me out. Or if you look at this situation, and if you have a CeeDee Lamb, which I can tell you right now, my bottom dollar, there's no way the Raiders going to sit there and look at CeeDee Lamb and say, I'm going to pass up on him. No way. Hey, no way, baby. CeeDee Lamb is going to the Raiders, Cowboy Nation. And I think that somebody traded out of the first or something like that. Y'all help me out. I think the 49ers, they're going to either pick up CeeDee Lamb or Jerry Jeudy. One of those teams are going to get there before we are. One of those teams are going to get there before we are. That's just how it goes. I wish I can. I wish that sometimes, although I love us to win every game, but sometimes that last game, if we were to lose that last game, we would be picking at 13 or around pick 12 or something. Maybe we would have used something to get Jeff Okudah. This draft, is there any concerns? I feel you, man. I feel you. Yes, we should have. Blake Jarvin. Yeah, Blake Jarvin is the man, man. What other questions you guys got over here? Do you think we have any chance of taking Xavier McKinney? Now, I'm with the belief. I like Xavier McKinney because I think that he does show on tape that he got some range. He can play deep down inside the box. And then when he hit you, he had the cognitive and the cerebral approach to punch at the ball, claw at the ball, get the ball out of your hands type of situation over a Grant Delpit. Now, my guy Foots the King, he's really more so on the Grant Delpit over, dare I say, Xavier McKinney. Now, what Grant Delpit does is, yes, he is a complete safety as well. He got a broader or better range than a Xavier McKinney, hash mark to hash mark. He can get up there to the edge. He can fly out to the ball and these sort of things. But to me, he don't have that aggressive approach on the point of contact as it relates to tackling against inside the box. So in the old system, give me Grant Delpit all day. But in this new system, out of a 3-4 or a hybrid 4-3, give me that McKinney. Because you can disguise. You got so many free safeties as it is already. You got a Donovan Wilson who can play both, of course. You got Ha, or as my guy Vaj Lombardo, who keeps the party, call him Hilarious Clinton Dix. You got him, and then you got the Xavier Woods, who I'm gonna tell you right up front. A lot of people sitting there and entertaining that. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't want Xavier Woods inside nobody's box. To me personally, you can put the brother back at slot before you put him inside the box. That's just me. I just don't like the way the approach that Xavier Woods go when it's hitting. He can blow you up, spill you out, drop the people's elbow on you and all that stuff when you're not looking. But sometimes he make that business decision. Oh, Lord, what are you talking about? Oh, I got some film for you. I don't even have to do no film session on it. Just look up that LA Ram tape in the playoff. Let me know what Xavier Woods was doing when it got time to tackle C.J. Anderson. I'll wait. The brother was looking at it like, dog, you gonna eat that? Nah, I ain't finna do none of that. No, not today. Xavier Woods like, I don't want none of that tackle action. No, baby. Nah. What he's doing out here anyway. That's what Xavier Woods was wondering. Like, hey, man, hey, what happened to the front people that's in front of him? What happened to the front four? What happened to the linebackers? Matter of fact, what happened to Jeff Heath? Why I got to tackle CJ Anderson? You know what? 2 tears in a bucket. I'm going to slide to the left. Slide to the right. One hop. Get funky. Boy, that Xavier Woods, man, slide to the left. Won't he? What? Y'all let me know if I'm lying. We need an enforcer at that. Yeah, we do. And that's probably, that was probably the reason why we got so frustrated when Kayvon Frazier was injured. And he's been injured for the last 3 years. Kayvon Frazier have not played a full season in the last 3 years. And we saw the impact of it because think about it. I want people to look back at first few games that Kayvon Frazier played. That role that Jeff Heath played, and I know he's gone as water under the bridge, of being that strong safety. It wasn't his role. It was the flex role. Kayvon Frazier would play the strong safety role in his offense. He was the guy that was in between the safety and the linebackers when it's time to come down in the box. And when he got his torn pectoral muscle or whatever to his bicep, it just messed up everything. So we're going to need a true strong safety, and I think that this team will figure that out. This is from, what's up, Eastside Harold? Shout out to you, man. All right. Motivation Theory. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for tuning in to the nation. The key conversation was Kayvon Frazier not that good in coverage. Yeah, but when he hit you, you felt it, you know. Let me see what we got over here. Who would you like to have under center law? This is from Tony. Give me Looney. Give me Looney. Now, Looney is good, but he lacked power in certain situations. But Looney is drive off his blocks pretty well. He's good against the run. We're good with the run or what have you. And but we will be missing Travis Frederick, country strength. We will be missing that. Why are people? This is Eastside. What's up with you, man? The way you rep Dallas, I wouldn't be surprised if I hadn't. Shout out to you, Eastside, though. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. The tape show we struggle at the guard and tight ends, and we need to cover safety, maybe a hyper, yeah. Law, wouldn't it be nice to have 2 X-Man secondary? And couldn't read it, went too fast. I really appreciate you. McGovern can't be moved. He said, can't be moved at center or can be. Shout out to you. Let me see. Trevon Diggs to replace Jones. I like Diggs. I like Jeff Gladney better than Diggs, believe it or not. But Diggs is nice. I want somebody to be physical, though. I want us to be physical at the point of contact. I want us to be greedy, too, with the ball. I think that when we look at this particular draft, we can say, okay, do we need help at offensive line down the line? Yes. Do we need help on defense? Yes, we need help on all levels of defense. Poe only signed a 1-year contract, right? So to me personally, that's just a Band-Aid move, right? We got to figure him out. McCoy, he's long in the tooth, but it's a good move, veteran guy. But we can't sit there and say those two situations are solid now for us for many of years. No. We got to look at this situation and say, okay, yeah, we picked up these free agent moves, but we still need fix right there. I'm going to repeat, we still need fix right there. We can't just go into this season thinking that McCoy and Poe is everything. And even if we look at it like this, your boy Tyrone Crawford, who, dare I say, they came out with the news the other day that they have a very pivotal role for Tyrone Crawford on that front four. But isn't he long in the tooth? Don't he have two, dare I say, broken hips that have been refused? So are we trying to depend on that? We got to think about that, nation. Also, Randy Gregory, we just don't know. We don't know when the NFL is going to say, yes, he's approved to play. If I'm a betting man, if Roger Goodell's got the final say on that, although he can say it's a part of a different committee, I can say right now that it won't be week one. We know how Randy Gregory and Roger Goodell get down, right? It will be probably November. That's how it goes. Late October or something like that. Oh, Randy Gregory is cleared to play. So we got big old holes on that front four. We still got those holes right there. On top of that, the linebacker situation. We could talk about all day what we want to do on the offensive side of the ball, but we got too many holes out there on the defense. Linebackers, are you guys 1,000% sure that Sean Lee is going to play 16 games? Vern says Randy Gregory won't be reinstated until December. You probably right on that. Are you guys really sold on Sean Lee playing 16 games? Are you guys sold on LVE coming back, playing a pivotal role this year? When last year we saw that he was a shell of himself before he was injured. Shout out to you, saying the man 213. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in to the nation. He said Billy D. Harden. You funny, man. Appreciate you though, man. Vander in his neck. And look, the guy that had the drop foot, who had pretty much 1.5 seasons, which was pretty good, Jalen Smith. We hedging our future and hedging our bet on Jalen Smith. Let that sink into your mental. We don't have a strong safety in this particular defense. We don't. We can say, yeah, this defense, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. No, we don't have a strong safety. We don't. You think that, are you guys sold on D. Thompson? I forgot his first name, from Boise. I know he's not going anywhere. He's from Boise, for crying out loud. Are you sold on him? Are you guys sold? Are you sold on Jalen? What was it? Jalen. Are you guys sold on my guy Jordan Hip Pocket? I'm about to call him Jalen Hip Pocket. Jordan Hip Pocket. Are you sold on Jordan Hip Pocket playing on the opposite side of Cheeto Awuzie? We got so many holes. Now I believe Jalen is a beast, yeah, but we just got so many holes. Darian Thompson, that's his name, yeah. Yes, Jordan Lewis. So we sold on Jordan Lewis. And that secondary, you sold on Jordan Lewis and you sold on Xavier Woods. It don't look good. It don't sound good. But like, we only sold on 2 people. So it is what it is, Cowboy Nation. So we'll have to figure this out. That's why I'm leaning on defense. It's crazy. We can put up, look, last year, believe it or not, I said that, hey, we will make it to the playoff if we just score 1 more touchdown than we did the previous year. The funniest part is our offense did score more touchdowns than they did the previous year, but we still didn't make it to the playoff. Offense was not a problem. Now, although we can say about the red zone situation, we can say that that was a situation, yeah. But collectively speaking, offense was not a problem. The amount of offense we got was not a problem. Law, do you have any information for the nation on that? The years that the Baltimore Ravens won Super Bowl, they didn't have that type of offense. It was defense. The year that Eli Manning and companies won the Super Bowl, they didn't have that type of offense. It was the defense. The first 4 years or what have you, the Patriots that everybody want to glorify and say that they're the greatest team ever assembled by anybody, they didn't have that level of activity on offense. It was defense. Flat out defense. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm talking to people that know the fact that defense wins championships. Yeah. Defense. And the Kansas City Chiefs, although they won the Super Bowl, it was by this much of a chance because the 49ers had the formula. They had everything written right. They couldn't capitalize at pivotal moments. One can say that if the Kansas City Chiefs didn't have a Chris Jones, if the Kansas City Chiefs didn't, dare I say, go out there and get the Honey Badger, they wouldn't be hosting a Lombardi Trophy during this offseason. Defense win championships. And on top of that, the hidden situation for everything is that, yes, you got to stop the run. You got to stop the run. You got to be able to set up and start the run too. You got to do those two things too. Everybody think that this is a pass-happy league. Everybody looking at it like, oh, look at the pass, look at the pass. You got to be able to run. Oh, Lord, do you have any proof to that? Yeah. Last year, although Pat Mahomes get all of the glory for it, and this person, people will forget his name 10 years from now. Y'all put down the stats of Damian Williams. How many times he ran that rock? Appreciate you, comedian Victor Baker. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man. Let me know what was his stats. Do they win the Super Bowl if you remove those stats? If you remove all of his rushing attempts? Put that down. Let me know. I'm waiting for somebody. I know you guys got it. Yeah. Yeah, I know you guys got it, man. I know you guys got that information for the nation. I'm going to check him out. Quiz Watkins. Yeah, I'm going to check him out. He had over 100 yards in the Super Bowl. Yeah. Yeah. Can somebody please, man, y'all go to Google, come back to me, man. I want to read his stats out, and I wish I had the Google right in front of me, but I'm relying on you guys, man. I know you got Williams stats for the Super Bowl. Can you please put them down there for me, man? Can you please? All right, appreciate you. He said 136 and 2 touchdowns. This is from Tom Trey. 2 touchdowns, 136 yards. That's running the rock, baby. Oh, okay. All right, so, and on top of that, when we think about this too, I have to bring up this Philadelphia Eagles team, when they won the Super Bowl. Did they win it by throwing the ball all over the field? People think that it was fly, Eagles, fly, and I've been saying this a many of times. It was run, Eagles, run. 3rd overall in the NFL in rushing the ball. They had the three-headed monsters of running the rock. They had the blunt that was running. And they had this other guy, change of pace guy. They was running the ball, made it comfortable for the quarterback. On top of that, when you think about it, the defense called themselves the underrated defensive team, but their front four was nasty. Their front four was nasty. I hate to give praises to them, but I got to call a fact a fact. I got to call a spade a spade. You see, I can't lie to kick it. They executed in the playoff run. Yes, they did. They ran the rock. They took the ball away when it was necessary. They went and made some free agent acquisitions. And I can tell you right now, this team, defensively, we're not that far apart from what they was able to do. Guess what? We finally invest in the inside. We understand that if we can stop a team from running, make them one-dimensional, knowing that they're going to have to pass now opposed to giving the mixed sauce to it, then we can capitalize. Why teams were able to get comfortable and score back-to-back on us? Oh, because we couldn't stop the run. We were so busy talking about the hot boys. We were so busy talking about, hey, D-Law don't have any sacks. Oh, this brother Robert Quinn got all of the sacks. He got 11.5. He missed 2 games. Blase, blase, blase. But couldn't stop the bleeding. Could not stop the run. In 2018, 2018, we made it to the playoff. Guess what we couldn't do? We couldn't stop C.J. Anderson and company. Could not stop the run. One can say that if you stop the run on that in that series of playoff, you win in that playoff game. The offense was okay. As you look at it, Dak Prescott played okay in that particular game. And I know the low-hanging fruit would be, Ezekiel Elliott didn't do anything, but funk that. I said funk that. I didn't say a cuss word now. But funk that or bull sugar on that, because if you had the defense to give you 1 turnover, 1 takeaway, to be able to stop old golf, we could have been in that Super Bowl. Because we beat that team, we would have beat the next team, we would have made it to the Super Bowl. I think we'd have beat I think it was the Saints or somebody. We'd have beat them. Yeah, but people looking at, oh man, this guy had 11 sacks. Oh, this man, can he stop the bleeding though? You see? Yeah, yeah. Looney at center, McGovern at guard. Okay, I feel what you're saying. Law, I need help. I've been married. Here my guy, motivation theory. He says, let me see. Come on, move camera. Come on, camera, work with me. He says, I need your help. I've been married to my wife for 5 years. Been with her for 10. She's a scan fan. How can I change her mind? My thing is, those convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. Now, she's a scan fan by, I guess probably she grew up loving the Scans. My wife grew up in San Diego, so she was a Chargers fan. And it took inch by inch for me to say, hey, go Cowboys, go Cowboys. But the Chargers kept losing, and it was a pivotal situation where they moved from Charger land to, they was talking about process of moving to LA at the time and Vegas. Remember, they was going to be the Vegas Chargers. Then they was talking about moving to Oakland, and that was my pivotal time to say, hey, baby, silver and blue, baby. But just continue to support your team, and eventually she'll see the passion and the love that you have for your team. And the craziest thing about women, when they see you love something so much and they know that you got that beacon of light about your team and you love her too, that love will spread. They say love's a sin, love's a crime. Love is when you have grief, you ask God for a sign. Baby, my love run deeper than the sea, keep the picture. My love is going to get you. And she want to compete against that love. And baby, see, I love the Cowboys before I love my wife, right? But my wife's love is greater for me. And dare I say, my love is greater for her than dare I say the Cowboys. So what I had to do is transfer and transpose the love and adulation that I have for the Cowboys, and she see the glory and the edification of my love for the Cowboys, moved over to the love and the affection that I had for her, and bam, because she loved me, dare I say, she was able to want me to be in love and show the love. So she started buying me Cowboy stuff, Cowboy gears, buying me tickets, buying me this and that. And then before you know it, you look up, she wanted to wear a Cowboy shirt. And that's how love works, man. It's contagious. Boy, it's contagious. Boy, I can talk all day about love, baby. But really appreciate you all, man. Law, would you bring David Irvin, or why? Why or why not? I say no. This is Cowboys Abroad. I I would give David Irvin the same type of treatment that I would say about, dare I say, Dez Bryant. And here's why. Here's why. How long I've been live? I think I've been live 30 some minutes, right? So y'all let me know. Here's the thing with David Irvin. When we were just talking about love, he don't love football. He loves what football can bring. Look, a lot of people don't love money, but they love what money can bring. So what happened here is that his truthhood as it relates to waking up on time, being part of the fight, being part of the committee, being part of his brethrens, because it's 53 guys, so it's 52 other guys, and it's not just about him. He would never understand that philosophy because he just loved what football brings. He don't love football. So when you have a dog like that, you have to test them with their love. All law, how do you test them? Seeing if he's going to give you that same work action opposed to talk action during the off season. Seeing if he's going to be on time for those 1 a days or 2 a days. Seeing if he's going to be on time for a meeting. Seeing if he's going to be lock loaded and ready with not just his mouthpiece, but with his mental mind and capacity. Preseason week 1, preseason week 2, and week 3. So I would give him the same rope that I gave Dez Bryant. In order for me to sign David Irvin, he would have to be here by training camp, and he can't miss no days. He would be on a tight rope or a tight leash. And then on top of that, we would test him out from there. And we would see whether or not he's really about that work action, because you can't fake the phone. So my answer will be yes, but with some conditions to bring back David Irvin. Only because we got so many holes on that particular spot. That's just the reality of it. Fabian, what's good? Keep it real, 100 real. I really appreciate you, man. What else we have here? Any other news? Law, what position would you draft first, Law? Ken Law, defensive tackle. I'm building this thing from the inside, the core on out. This defensive front four, you build it from the inside, and then I will look at it from that aspect of it. Best player available too. So I'll stay true to my board. If I have Justin Hubert, the highest person on my board, Saranara, Ken Law, that's just how it goes, man. Or if I have Jerry Judy or CD Lamb, if they the highest person that I have on my board, I'll go with that type of situation. But I'm building from the inside out. Too much drama with David Irvin and Gregory Akeem. I agree. Can we sign Snacks too? That would be nice. That would be a good rotational situation. And then you would have to give old Antoine Woods the boo. Looney is a Gary guy. This is Vaughn. I don't know. I don't know. Thoughts on Jalen as a 3-4 edge rusher? Jalen, he got good hips. He can blitz. And on top of that, if you think about it, Jalen on the edge, perimeter, I think that he would do the same thing that you saw the younger Clay Matthews of the world do. Get out to the edge, get to the quarterback. I think he would be able to do that. But I do like Jalen in coverage situations too, so I like it. Law, was Tristan a bust? This is from, was it Jay Land? Jay, I don't think that Tristan Hill is a bust because he only had 1 year. I would say last year was his redshirt year. You can't count that as a full season. I think it was the stupidity of the Dallas Cowboys to use that much draft capital to put a brother like that on the bench. If anything, it would be a different story if we kept a hire, if we kept a Malik Collins. We didn't do that. We didn't keep none of the guys that they put in. So my thing, that was a whole waste of a year. Think about it. You use a second-round draft pick for a Tristan Hill, then in return, you don't give the brother snap counts. Oh, why is this so important? Remember I was telling you guys earlier, about 40 minutes ago, about the fact that I can give you a book on how to read, or a book on how to swim all day. But until you get into the water, you won't know what to do. Tristan Hill don't know what to do. He have not been playing in the full, dare I say, NFL season. So there have been so many valuable things we were able to get last year that he didn't get. He was sitting on the bench. This is not a quarterback position. This is a man's position. He got to get out there and fight in his position and his role. And we don't know what we got out of him. We don't know. So what I'm saying is with this will be his second year, but it will be his first year. Shout out to you, Tony, man. Oh, man, coming in with the top rope with the hippo emoji, man. Really appreciate you. 10 get you in, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, Tony. And I ain't talking about Romo, but I'm talking about Tony here. All right, so that's what I'm saying. So we're going to have to sit back. We have to look at this thing. Coaches coach, coaches elevate. Coaches going to see what they can do with a heel. They're going to slide him in, and they're going to say, okay, will he be a valuable asset? But at this point, we don't know nothing. We got a few clips. Matter of fact, this would be my homework for the night. Shout out to you. I will do this. I will start looking up Tristan Hill film, and I'll point out some of the good things and the bad things he had last year and seeing what we could do for him this year. Y'all let me know if you will be interested in watching some Tristan Hill film. Let me know. It may be long. I'm going to try to get it under 10 minutes. I ain't going to put a 25-minute film. I'm going to try to get it right at 8 to 10 minutes. Now, y'all let me know if y'all want to watch Tristan Hill film. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Can he get off the block? Can he get separation? Can he release? Can he shoot? Can he shoot? You know, those type of things. Defensive Carl Lawson trade. Did we trade for him? Shout out to the Lawsons, though. Shout out to the Laws. Kick rocks, bro. Yeah, it's Bud. He said Tristan is a Marinelli guy. I feel you, Bud. All right. Jag, what's good with you, man? Law, do another mock draft for Keem. Okay, I forgot I need to do a mock draft too. Hopefully, I get all that done by Monday. Pollard at the slot role. I thought of that. Pollard did play some wide receiver action as it relates to college in Memphis or what have you. I think that he can catch the ball out of the backfield, so we would check it out. Check out Neville, defensive tackle first. Gillimore, at the weight that he's at, believe it or not, he played with a lot of strength. He's got a first step real quick, and he got long arms. He jam you, and he get that separation. And on top of that, he's so fast with it. So he'll be a good guy if you can steal him in the second, if he falls in the second, and if you do decide to go with a you know, offensive player in the first. Yeah. McCarthy love putting up a lot of points, like a lot of receivers. This is from Daniel. We'll see. We'll see what the core philosophy will be with Mike McCarthy. What's up with your Eastside Herald? He says, just let you guys know, check out a real quick at Jags Nation. Okay, shout out to Ed Jags Nation. We'll check him out. CD at 17, Cooper in the slot, Lamb and Gallup on the outside. Lamb and Gallup on the outside. Lamb and Gallup on the outside. Amari Cooper. I'm sorry, dog. I don't think the Cowboys paid $100 million for a slot receiver. Coverages would be really crazy if you primarily put Gallup inside. Coverages will be crazy. I think you can get more out of Gallup as the flanker, as well as rotating in and out. So I don't think it primarily keeping him in one spot will work out for us. Trade Gallup, come on, man. Oh man, I'm not Hitler. Trade a Gallup for a first, maybe. No, no way, man. No way. No way. No way. No way. No way. Appreciate the donation though, but no, 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 no. Gallup is a dog, man. I think that Gallup, I think that he got a few more things that he got to correct. But starting off, the brother is a dog, man. And on top of that, it's hard. I'm telling you, man. Receivers, we say diva. It's hard to find those subtle, quiet receivers with that type of tenacity, that type of mindset, that dog mindset to pluck the ball out of the sky. He played not like he talked, you see. And it's so crazy that we got Amari Cooper that's in the same breath, similar as it relates to quiet action. But I feel you though, but I like the fact that Gallup is humbled, man. He came into the league, he's quiet, looking up to everybody, and he's just, I mean, good guy, good interview with him. He just a good guy for this team. All right, Cowboy Nation, man, I really appreciate you all, man. I thank everybody so much. I've been here for about an hour now, if you add the other minutes that I had with the other video. I can't stress this out enough, man. You guys helped me grow this thing. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Got a great deal this year. I will be on a football fantasy counselor, or fantasy football counselor. I hope I said the man's name right and correctly. He have a fantasy website, and I will be giving insights to the Dallas Cowboys, to his audience, and his audience will be giving me feedback and things like that. Check out his football fantasy counselor. Check out his Instagram handle, and that's his Instagram handle. Check out his YouTube page as well, and we'll be working together, collaborating. So we trying to get this thing global. We're growing. Me, Big Gabe James, my guy Skywalker Steele, Foch Lombardi, Shango, Mark Holmes, all of us, man, that push out Cowboys content, Foots the King, my Cowboys family, and beyond. This is something that we're doing. Okoye, shout out to Okoye Media, and my guy West Coast Cowboys, all of us, man, we would love to have one conglomerate, but everybody's independent, which is good. But we got some things that's going to be in the fire, in the fray, I meant to say, and it's going to be wonderful. But we got to continue to grind in order to shine. And it's not just us, it's you all that support this thing. So one day you turn on your TV and you turn to channel 12, you'll see my face, or you see my logo, or you see theirs. And if I get there, trust me, I'm gonna bring others. I'm thinking about once a week, bringing on people who would like to collab, who's just now starting their YouTube page, once a week. So if you like to jump on to the nation, I brought in Sid from, I think he was from Ontario, Canada, or something like that. His Cowboys page is Dallas Cowboys for Life. And you just never know. You never know how this thing can grow. Once a week, I would try once a week or once every other week. I would try to reach out to, well, those who reached out to me who said that they want to do a YouTube page. If time permits, we can do something, you know, and we can try to grow this thing and talk football. I just right east side of Harold. Shout out to you, Rue Glock, man. Thank you for holding it down, Akeem. So y'all hit me up in the DMs on Twitter and also Instagram. That way I can communicate back to you guys. And let's continue to grind and shine, baby. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to absolutely nothing but the best. Let's go. Take care, wash those hands, and keep your social distance. And also wash your body too, you know, not just your hands, just wash your body and stay safe and protect yourself, Cowboy Nation. Let's go. And I really believe that by the start of the season, this flu season will be over with, right? Let's go. Cowboys.